It makes you appreciate life more, having a child with charge.
I don't know what life would have been like without Charge syndrome.
My individual goal has always been that every individual with charge gets to live a full life.
Charge is unlike any other condition that I'm aware of in its variability, in how many different parts of the individual might be affected by it.
I've met a lot of people I wouldn't have met and had a lot of experiences I wouldn't have had if I didn't have Charge syndrome.
They get to live a life full of happiness, friendship, support, opportunities, everything that we all wish our children could experience.
We were feeling kind of lost and a bit alone in our daily struggles.
You know, you're a young parent and you're having your child with charge, and it's like, what is this? You didn't know anything about it.
It was very difficult to navigate not only the medical world, but also the educational world that you were thrown into.
And I really felt like I needed someone to commiserate with.
And having a group of people who get that is really magnificent. I don't know how we would have made it without it.
I honestly can't imagine life without the foundation.
"30 years ago, a spark ignited, a spark fueled by love, resilience, and an unyielding will. The flame of hope that became the Charge Syndrome Foundation."
When we started the foundation, we knew that we wanted it to be the parents running it, not the professionals.
I remember those days of contacting the foundation when Kristen was born and finding out that no, it really wasn't a foundation then. It was just Marion out of her house and a little booklet that I got.
I hope that people realize the commitment and dedication and really what it took to get the foundation off the ground in those early days.
This is a story of unwavering hope and persistence, a tale of dreams dared and dreams realized.
Our daycare program was done by all volunteers. We were not able to have a paid daycare providers. It was very trying.
It took a long time to get the board and the other active members of the foundation to really end up being mostly parents.
It's very much a parent-run organization, and that makes it almost impregnable, I think, to losing its sense of mission. But there's also something magic about it.
I have spent more of my free time doing things for the Charge Syndrome Foundation than I have anything else.
And I continue to be really impressed with the families that are very involved in the board and do this on top of everything they have to do with their kids.
It started with my desire to help my son Ethan. And when Ethan passed away in 2014, it causes you to think, is what I'm doing worth it? And I became actually even more motivated to do good things for the foundation and to help, because the foundation, it became like a second family.
Founders Marion Norberry, Jim Thielen, Sandra Davenport, and Meg Hefner took that first spark and kindled it into a flame.
Meg Hefner, Marion Norberry, and Dr. James Thielen and Dr. Sandy Davenport were all key in getting the foundation off the ground.
From helping a few families to now serving thousands annually, the foundation's reach and impact have grown.
Through that community, families feel supported. They feel that they're not alone in their journeys.
It's amazing when you attend your first Charge conference and you look in the daycare rooms and you see the kids with Charge. That individual looks just like my daughter. You know, seeing that was the part that was so real, that we weren't there alone anymore, that we knew we were out there with a group of people. And that's what made this foundation so important to us, that we were not there alone anymore.
From the publication of the first Charge Syndrome booklet for families in 1988 to the inception of the newsletter, Charge Accounts in 1989, our mission has remained the same: to improve the lives of people with Charge syndrome through outreach, education, and research.
The family would write or call Marion, because she was the point person for all of that, and say, please send me a booklet. I have a child with Charge.
I was sent a list of families. We had to actually write letters to each other.
Waiting months sometimes to get letters back from other families saying, yeah, we know where you are. We understand where you are. We know where you're coming from. And don't worry, it gets better.
That was one point where I finally felt some hope, because I saw older children with Charge and I saw that they could do well in life.
Timothy was 4. We didn't know any other child with Charge syndrome at the time, a Charge Association back then. And they said, oh, we've got this group of people coming together and we're going to, have this conference. And it's out in St. Louis. Can you come?
In 1993, parents and professionals rallied together as champions of their children's lifelong potential. The Charge Syndrome Foundation was officially incorporated, and the first International Charge Syndrome Conference was held.
The biannual Charge Conference became a place that individuals, parents, siblings, practitioners, and research from all over the world came to share information, problem solve, and maintain this worldwide community focusing on Charge syndrome.
The very first night before the conference started, we had just a very casual get-together. The mom came up to me and looked at me with tears in her eyes and said, Meg, it's already worth it. And that's where I knew that the main purpose of conference was getting the families together. And if we didn't do anything else but succeeded in getting families together, it would be a success. And everything else after that is gravy.
Over the years, the Charge Syndrome Foundation's biennial conferences have evolved into a beacon of hope and understanding. These gatherings not only disseminate the latest research and resources, but also foster a powerful sense of community, transforming an isolating journey into a shared experience of courage, resilience, and mutual support.
I love our conferences, whether it's here or over there. I love them all. I love all our family, and I love all our adult Charge people and all our little ones.
We attended our first conference in 1995 in Portland, Oregon. That was, I think, a real turning point for Neil and I in terms of getting involved and just finding our people.
Yeah, coming to the conferences and seeing so many people who not only shared the experience, but also were untroubled by what they saw in the other children.
It's where our individuals with Charge can actually connect with each other and see that they're not alone and they're not so different from everybody else out there, and make some really good friends.
These conferences mean the world to these families, and when people talk about it being their family reunion, that's exactly what it is, what it should be, and what it helps these parents understand, that they're not alone.
Through the conferences, my daughter met one of her best friends, Ashley, and she ended up traveling to Boston to see Ashley graduate from Perkins one year. And that was really a good independent thing, and that all came about by going to conferences.
In those early days, Charge syndrome was a puzzle, a condition understood only through its symptoms.
Some people just don't understand deafblind people. And so you have to do a lot of educating. Some people get it, some people just don't.
I think the most difficult thing about having a kid with Charge in 1981 was just the lack of knowledge around Charge syndrome.
Not only among the families that were affected, but in the medical and educational communities.
The information that we were getting mostly was from their parents, who were getting information from their doctors, and they would share it with us because they had questions. Often the information was inadequate or wrong.
But progress was on the horizon. spearheaded by relentless researchers like Connie Van Ravensway Arts.
One day, completely out of the blue, I got an email from someone I'd never heard of, Dr. Van Ravensway in the Netherlands, saying, "We did it, we found it. It's not published yet, so we can't tell you what it is, but we found the gene for charge and we wanted you to be the first to know."
2004 marked a milestone. Connie's team unveiled the mystery of the CHD7 gene, a turning point that shed light on CHARGE syndrome, opening new avenues of research and treatment.
The first sequence that we did, we found a mutation. There was really something wrong in the gene called CHD7. We did a second patient. Again, we found something. I did a third patient, also with a lesion, also a mutation in the gene. So that's why the whole process started, and we found out that in the end, only 1% of all patients with CHARGE syndrome who have a part of chromosome 8 missing with this gene in it. So we were extremely lucky to have just this one patient with a part of chromosome 8 missing.
But the true heroes of the story, the individuals with CHARGE syndrome and their families, their resilience, their courage, their unique brilliance have shown us that every hurdle is an opportunity for triumph.
The thing I'm most proud of is my ability to free myself well, to love myself despite what society tells me what is proper.
And I use Facebook, FaceTime, Messenger to be able to communicate with people and video relay.
And the ability to love myself with all the things I have going on.
I think a lot of what I've witnessed for individuals with CHARGE are the small milestones, the developmental markers, the pieces that when we finally hit that have built to the big achievement.
David said something along the lines of, always remember that everyone with CHARGE is facing a challenge in every single thing they do, every step they take, every breath they take. And that has sort of helped me calm down and appreciate their perspective and challenges that, in my case, our son has.
There is hope out there. Like, I'm 37 and I still have problems, but it's not as bad as it looks like when you look at it online.
They're so resilient and they don't give up and they have a positive attitude and they're happy. I just want people to know that these kids can do what they want to do. And they do.
Andrew Proutsey, Belinda Arnell, Ellen Howe, Simone Griffin, and Kristen Ogan. Individuals with CHARGE who have shown the world what's possible with resilience and support. Their journeys, a testament to the Foundation's impact.
I live independently in my own apartment. I have been for 16 years.
Just graduated nursing school. I wanted to do it before.
I have traveled around Europe a few times by myself and I haven't died yet, so that's a good thing.
And I travel independently back and forth to work, so I'm fully independent.
Oh, she works at Jack's Donuts, and I think some of the skills she's learned through going to conferences and independent travel, has helped her have the confidence to work a job.
And I'm also studying law, which I am proud of myself for continuing this, even though it's been difficult. I've just determined to keep going and to become a lawyer one day.
From humble beginnings, the CHARGE Syndrome Foundation has become an unstoppable force. It's been a journey of growth, transformation, and shared victories.
What are some of your favorite things about the CHARGE community, and what does it mean to you to be a part of it?
Friends, going out, traveling, having fun. Enjoy meeting new friends too.
I love helping out people, people like me. We all are there for each other no matter what.
I'm particular because with Charge Syndrome, but I'm also particular parents with children and Charge Syndrome, so I can people for those friendships.
Year after year, the foundation has made substantial strides. Over $1 million in pilot research grants, 15 international conferences hosted, and an expanding reach that now spans 45 countries worldwide. A testament to the power of unity, resilience, and determination.
Our conferences have grown from a couple hundred to over 1,200. We now have more individuals with charge attend our conferences than people did at our first conference.
I am so proud of how far the foundation's come and the services offered, not just for the conferences, but all the financial assistance for like ERAP, the fellowships for professionals and students, medical travel assistance, sibling scholarships. The foundation has come so much farther than I could have ever dreamed when I was on the board.
And you step back from the day-to-day grind and say, look how far we've come. There's a tremendous sense of accomplishment.
As we celebrate the past, we also look ahead. Our mission has always been to provide a broad network of support to individuals, families, and professionals, promote research and education, and to champion the lifelong potential of people with Charge Syndrome. That mission remains as vital today as it was 30 years ago.
Make use of the foundation, make use of the information that's provided on the foundation website. There's so much information that's available and helpful for people. It would have been a godsend for us to have that.
Today, we make a call to action to continue what we've built, to keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible, to ensure that every family living with Charge Syndrome can access the resources, support, and community they need to thrive.
So I want to see the foundation continue to play a role in helping to support families, helping to support individuals with charge, and building the infrastructure that's necessary so that everyone with charge gets the opportunity to have a full and meaningful life.
I still look at the foundation as my baby. I did not start the foundation, but I feel like I have a lot of ownership in the foundation, and I need to make sure that it continues to succeed.
We need to do a better job in promoting cutting-edge research so that in 30 years, the questions we're asking about why certain things happen with charge, there'll be answers.
I think the foundation will always need to have that ever important parent voice, and also the voice of the individuals with Charge Syndrome themselves.
We need a full staff of people dedicated to providing outreach and support to individuals with charge and their families, so that everyone can get the type of support and help that they need.
I just hope that more families will step up and get involved and become active and give of their time.
And sometimes it's nice just to say, hey, we've come a long way and that's great. And then you still remain motivated to look at the next 30 years and say, wow, we still have a long way to go. Let's get to work.
And now, a celebration. Happy 30th birthday, Charge Syndrome Foundation. Here's to 3 decades of progress and to many more ahead. To everyone who has been a part of this journey, thank you.
I'd like to wish the foundation a very, very happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy 30th anniversary with many more 30s to come in the future.
Happy 30-year birthday to the Charge Syndrome Foundation.
Happy birthday, Charge Syndrome Foundation. Cheers to you.
Charge Syndrome. Yay, happy birthday to you.
Happy 30th birthday to the Charge Syndrome Foundation.
Happy birthday, Charge Syndrome Foundation.
Happy birthday to the foundation.
It's my pleasure to wish the Charge Syndrome Foundation a happy 30th birthday.
Happy 30th birthday.
Happy birthday, Charge Foundation.
Happy birthday, Charge Syndrome Foundation.
Happy birthday, and here's to the next 30 years. I hope to be around for part of that.
Thank you for the past 30 years on behalf of all of us that depend on your partnership and existence.
Happy birthday to the Charge Syndrome Foundation.
Happy 30th birthday to the Charge Syndrome Foundation.
Happy birthday, Charge Syndrome.
Happy birthday, Charge Foundation. I love you all. And you are all the best people there are.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Foundation. Happy birthday to you.